Hi everyone. I wanted to do a follow-up video on my survival kit, which I'm currently adapting and sorting out. I've done a number of videos before, so this is just another a follow-up to the things that I'm going to be adding. So I'll just get started. First of all, I wanted to add a proper pencil for route planning and navigation purposes, and keeping a journal, keeping a list of things to do and so on an expedition or a hike or something. I love these Pentel P205 0.5mm pencils. I've used them all my life, literally, since I was like 11 or 12 at school. I love these and I trust these, and they can also be stripped apart as well and cleaned if need be. Fantastic brand, really good quality pencil. So I've put 2B lead into here, so I'll definitely be putting this into my survival kit. I'm then going to put these two Staedtler non-permanent Lumocolor Chinograph pencils. These are just like mechanical pencils, but the lead is actually Chinograph, so black and yellow. Yellow can be used on maps, black can also be used for daytime or for other things, but I have two contrast colors. I didn't put red in here because if you use a red light at night, it's difficult to see red ink. But although I do prefer using green light to read maps, but even then red is a bit difficult to see, so yellow and black you can always see. Then I've put two permanent pens into here, which is a black obviously and a purple, a violet permanent pen. And violet is also very good on maps. If you have to use red light, violet ink always stands out a lot better in contrast on all maps, on air maps, on land maps, on naval maps. Violet ink is actually the best to use, and violet ink is actually used to make official corrections on maps as well. So yeah, violet ink. And these are the super fine ones. These aren't the big broad Sharpie type nibs. It's a very fine, like a 0. Between I think it's about a 0.4 nib. Yeah, so it's a 0.4 fiber tip nib. And again, same with the black. It's a super fine nib. I also have chalk. You'll be used to seeing those classroom board chalks like that. This is actually, it's just the same thing. It's just chalk, but it's just encased in a wooden cover, so it doesn't sort of go everywhere and sort of crumble and so on. This is made by Caran d'Ache, and the model number is 215-001. It's just white chalk, which it probably won't write on here, but it is white chalk. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's actually not been used yet, but it does write, and it rubs off as well. So then I absolutely trust the Gerber strap cutter. I EDC one of these every day. I absolutely trust it with my life. Therefore, I didn't see any reason not to put one of these into my survival kit. I've also removed all flashlights from my survival kit, and I simply will be putting in a Gerber Recon with the red, white, blue, green filters on it. Simple 1AA flashlight, and again, I absolutely trust this flashlight. Jet screen whistle by Ultimate Survival Technologies. Again, I absolutely trust this model and this brand. I'm never going to carry any other type of brand or any type of other model, so I've got all of these situated around my things. And then an Ultimate Survival Technologies Star Flash Ultra mirror. This is the smaller one that they do. They also make a bigger one, but the small one is more than enough for my use. Again, I absolutely trust both these brands, Gerber and Ultimate Survival Technologies, so there is absolutely no need for me to change them. So I have I'm carrying a backup to my main. I actually EDC, like I said, I EDC them. So this is my EDC keychain, which is always in my right pocket. So I have a Gerber strap cutter, a Gerber recon flashlight, and then there's also the original jet screen whistle on here as well with a small Swiss Army knife. There we go. So I also put in a pair of standard nurse scissors in here. The reason I put these is because not really for medical first aid or anything, but for emergency use with my pumps. I have a diabetic pump and I have a life support pump, and quite often I need to sometimes cut the IV line because it's leaking. It does tend to leak because I have a catheter in my stomach and in my back, my arm as well. So this is an emergency thing for me. Both these are essential for me to carry. So this is to cut rope and things a bit more sort of tougher to cut, and this is definitely sort of allocated to my IVs. A small rubber just for maps and journals, Staedtler black rubber, and a Staedtler pencil sharpener, again for use with the Chinagraph pencils and the chalk. I'm also putting in the Uncle Bill's tweezers. Absolutely trust them, absolutely love them, obviously well revered, well tested by a lot of people. And then I'm putting in my I like to call this my mascot. Everyone has one. I love this. It's a pickaxe. It's actually a bottle opener, but it's in the shape of a pickaxe, and I actually love pickaxes because for me it's a representation of an expedition, being able to climb high, being able to. It's a tool that can sort of. It's an aid tool to help you on your way. So for me, a climbing hammer, a climbing axe, is sort of my mascot. So I've put this in for good luck. I also have one on my other keychain as well. Then I put in a Fresnel lens in here. I got these off Amazon. I got a pack of 5. They just came as a pack of 5. So I put one in here, and in the back of here, in the credit card slot, in the cover, I've also put a Union flag because my primary nationality is British. So I had a small one, but I put the bigger one in with the Velcro back. Just a bit of morale there, and a bit of identification, GBR, Great Britain, code, identification of my country. So I've put that into there, and that'll neatly take care of the flag, because protecting a flag is very important. Don't disrespect a country's flag. And my Fresnel lens, so that's nice and tight in there. And then this is my drinks kit. I've only got in here some coffee and some brown sugar, and I've just put in a lighter here. This will probably go out. This is fantastic because I love having coffee, and I really like this brand, Dawag, but it's just a standard coffee, but it's really, I just find the taste really creamy, which I really like. I do like mocha coffee, but I haven't really found the sachets of small sachets of that. I just need to find them, but for the meanwhile this will do. Yeah, I mean, when I travel, obviously I'm going to ditch this lighter, because lighters always seem to cause a problem, so I won't. And quite often I might actually take this out of my survival kit and put it into my EDC bag when I travel. Obviously I'm not going to be traveling for a long time because I still am housebound, but I'm sort of keeping my options available and keeping ready for things. Excuse me. So yeah, I've just put that into a tin, and I'll also put some. I'll also put some salt and pepper into here. And my favourite spice is actually tamarind. I absolutely love putting tamarind on food. So tamarind will go into here, and one other thing is, I think it's called aniseed. Aniseed is really nice for your stomach if you have constipation, or if you have like excessive wind in your stomach from eating things on the go, or eating those prepackaged MREs or something. A few seeds of aniseed, just sort of what is it called? Put them in your mouth and just sort of crunch them, bite them, and let them dissolve into your mouth, and they're really, really good for digestion. So I'll put some of those into here, and as well into little packets. And that will go into here. Or I could use, I bought these little vials that just fit into there as well. I bought these off Amazon, so I can very easily, I can very easily have a couple of these, put salt and pepper into here, some tamarind, and I'll get another one. I've got a big pack for aniseed, and I can just very easily then just go ahead and stick them into here, and it'll close. perhaps take one coffee out, because I mean this is just for an emergency kit, so you don't need that much coffee. So there you go. I mean, that's a perfect fit for me. It's sort of my drinks and my spice kit. Everything is protected, it's not going to leak. I can even put tape around it if I want to, make it completely watertight, water seal. And then I can actually even use this tin should I need to boil some water. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. So this is an addition of the things that I'm going to be carrying in my expedition survival kit. Yeah, so as I do more research and as I sort of build it, I'll keep posting videos, and then I'll do a final video of the things I'm going to. That'll be the final video, but I'm not sure when that will be. But I will be carrying on and putting different sections and organising sections and so on of videos to come. So just bear with me. Sometimes I don't always get to do a video because of my health. So whenever I have a few moments of sort of not being in pain or a bit of cognitive ability, I try and make a video. Let me know what you think of the videos. If you'd like me to do a review of something, I'd be more than happy to try and do one. Yeah, give me your views, give me good views, give me positive views, and I love discussing things with people. I don't have any negativity about anyone, and I don't like negative things. What else? I obviously don't want to criticize anyone, so I have no criticisms anyway. So I would appreciate if you can give me positive comments, because I want to learn from you. I'm obviously not like an expert, so I'm just a normal person who dreams of going on a long expedition over Alaska and doing the Appalachian Trail. And there are a couple of quirks, like I mentioned before, that I'm quite ill, so I will have to carry a lot of medical equipment with me, which is not first aid equipment, it's actually medical equipment that I need to have with me for my life support. So I would love to hear things from you, and if you're in a similar position, I'd love to see if encourage you to go out and do things. Definitely, if you have ability to go out and do the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Coast Trail, PCT, go and do it. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for most people anyway. For me, certainly for me, it will be. Just go and do it. Go and do it. Plan and carry it out. Do it. Don't ever let anyone discourage you. Let that be your sort of motto. Don't, if anybody says anything negative, just say thank you very much, and I'm going to file it away in useless or the trash bin. So go out and do it. Just be prepared and look after yourself. Self-sufficiency and being able to cater for yourself is a very good thing. It's nothing to be frowned upon. Yeah, it does involve the equipment. You don't always need equipment. It's just the knowledge, and I am learning. I'm reading a lot of books as well on expeditions. So definitely go and do some research. I will actually. I will also do some review. I did mention some of the books. But I will also do a review on the books, a book review on some really good books that I have on expedition planning and looking after yourself when you're abroad or when you're away. I'm just going to move this to a weird angle so I can sort of bend over and try and pick up some of the books. I did show you some of these before, but they are really amazing. So I'm just going to quickly show them in case you haven't seen the earlier videos. I absolutely love reading these. My sister gave me this one, Medicine for Mountaineering. Both my sisters are actually surgeons, and they're sort of helping me out, sort of learn basic basic contexts, basic contents of the book, and sort of apply, learn to apply them. Nothing very serious, just general stuff, but be very good at the stuff. Know the things that you need and know them well. So there's no point in knowing everything, because you just don't have that long to learn unless it's your career. But so I'm sort of learning the things I will need and learning them well, and doing my own research and reading as well as getting some help from my sisters. Fantastic book, and I will do a review on these two and this one as well at some point. I'll do individual book reviews, and perhaps I'll get some of my sisters at some point to talk about this book as well, if I can get hold of them, because they're always busy with work and stuff. So thank you very much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I shall speak with you on some further videos. Thank you, bye.